Morning everyone, just woke up next to this lovely little river here, and just over there is Balkans, our second hot spring in 2 days. It's 39.5 degrees, it's steaming in the rain this morning, it looks beautiful, so we're gonna hurry on over there and get in.
Bit of a murky pool, a bit murkier than yesterday, but we just can't resist a little morning dip, so we're going to give it a go.
I've got to say, this is a pretty nice pool. It's really good temperature, just under 40 degrees. It's in this really quiet location. We've seen one other person in the pool this morning, apart from a team of 6 guys who came up and collected all the rubbish here, which is brilliant because the rubbish was really letting it down. It took them literally half an hour, they got the whole place cleaned up and it looks much nicer now. The only strange thing about this hot spring is the rather loud gargling pipe you can probably hear behind me. And there's some kind of gas coming out of it. You can see the distortion in the air, and when you breathe it in it really makes you cough. I'm not sure what that is, we're going to try and find out though.
Well, that's probably the best way to start the day. A nice hot bath to get you going. So we've got about 5 days left now in North Macedonia, which we intend to make the most of. So we're going to go and check out what the rest of the country has to offer. Let's go.
Road and began to venture east through some of North Macedonia's beautiful rural regions. We were off to a good start, and then...
Oops.
Is it still smoking?
No.
Okay. We may have just caught it, I don't know. Oh no, this is scary. No.
Well, we've just broken down at the side of a road. The engine just lost all power basically and started grinding to a halt, so I turned the engine off because I'm worried that it might actually just be seizing up, possible head gasket problem. There's loads of white smoke, thick white smoke coming out of the exhaust, so we're pretty stuffed for the minute. We're in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Don't think our breakdown cover is going to cover us because we've already had a call out once on this trip. So we're just going to plug in the diagnostics kit to my laptop, see what that's saying, and go from there. At the moment, it's not looking good.
Air in the fuel system, blocked, kinked or crushed fuel lines. Outlet fuel connector pressure control valve C's were blocked. Blocked external filter. No.
That's fine. Definitely no air in there.
That's good, we've ruled that out. Well, we phoned RAC and they are sending someone out. They said it's going to be about 60 minutes, but I think we'll have to wait and see about that. We're going to, in the meantime, just keep looking through these error codes, looking through some forums online, asking some people on Facebook and try and see if we can narrow it down. Got nothing else to do while we wait.
Right, we've got quite a while to wait, I think, so we are just going to try and get this fuel filter off and drain it. Okay, so the bit we need has actually got something wedged in it that we have never managed to get back out again. So
another broken piece of our van.
Now's the time to do it.
Right, finally managed to get the bolts loose on the fuel filter. Very gently.
Okay, we can get to the nipple.
Oh, there's quite a bit of water.
Yeah, there's loads.
Whoa, that is a lot of water. What? No. Huh? No. No.
I've actually fixed it.
Is it still smoking? Nah. Turn it.
Ah! Fuck.
You spoke too soon, Ben.
Nearly had it. I thought we had it then.
Hi.
Trouble.
Yeah, a bit.
How can we go?
We just filled up our fuel at the fuel station up the road and drove down here, and the engine cut out in like
diesel?
a cloud of
Diesel.
white smoke.
You think you got some diesel in?
Maybe. Emptied a load of water out of the fuel filter.
So I think what we may have just done is get the water out the fuel filter, but then loosen it and let air back in again. So now we've got to try and get the air out with this ridiculous pump that comes with our fuel filter, and hope that works.
Thank you for stopping
Okay,
for us.
man, wow.
Yeah, thank
Really
you.
Sorry we couldn't be much help.
No, not at all. It's nice.
At least a little bit of
Nice that someone.
a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Have a
exactly.
nice trip remaining, eh?
Yeah, you
see
too.
guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
It was really nice of that couple to stop and offer us a bit of emotional support. They made us a nice cup of coffee to go away with as well, so it's really nice of them. They're on their way to Turkey for Christmas. It sounds quite an adventure. Hopefully we're still going to make it to Greece. We just got to see what the outcome of this is now. I'm not in too bad of spirits about it. Kind of so desensitized to breaking down now, it doesn't really matter to me anymore. We're confident we can get it fixed. We just need to get a pump to get the air out of the fuel now. It was our stupid mistake. The filter wasn't actually attached properly, so I think we let a little bit of air in when we were getting rid of the water. So yeah, we kind of fixed one problem and created another one for ourselves. Anyone who owns an LDV Convoy will know that the pump on the top of the fuel filter is absolute so we haven't got a hope in hell of getting the air out ourselves. We do need to go to a garage. Obviously, as tradition dictates, we always break down on a weekend. It's Saturday, so they're not even going to be able to see us tomorrow. So whether we like it or not, it looks like we've got the whole weekend in Komanovo, unless we can find someone on Facebook or something like that who can help us. Otherwise, it looks like we're going to be sleeping on the street in the town tonight and tomorrow. Joy.
Ben is actually just outside now, trying to get some air out of the fuel pump. Sorry, out of the fuel filter. Right there in the dark. We're both determined that we won't have to pay a mechanic for this, that we can fix it ourselves, but we just don't know at this point. Good morning, guys. I wish we could say that we had a nice sleep and we were feeling well rested, ready to tackle the van, but neither of us really slept on this busy road here. Cars going past all night, just flying past the van, making it wobble, just keeping us awake. But we're going to carry on and try and tackle it today. First job is to fill up the fuel filter with some diesel, try and get the air out of it, then crack the injectors off and try and bleed the rest of the air from the system. Wish us luck. Okay, go.
It sounds really low on power.
Yeah, no. Well, I felt like we nearly had it with the engine. It was this close to starting, but sadly the power's just got too low. Even though we're getting a little bit of solar on this foggy day, it's not really enough to charge the batteries up again. So I've had a little walk down the road, found a couple of guys who are loading a truck up with some wood, and they said they'll come up in about half an hour to give us a jump start, and then hopefully that extra bit of juice might just get the van on its way.
Czekaj, ось му 2 плюса дам. Ovo на плюс, ovo на минус. Да. Aj, pali ga. Ne, slobodno neka ga pali. Aj. Neka zostane malo. Ne, neka. Čekaj. Zatwór. Daj sobie mu zapalić. Daj Boże, daj.
Again.
Again.
Stop.
Spójko, tu uno från med kameran, man spåkar med chinona.
Mama, ja bih stopao. Ti ili bremsu, taj ili ako ne direktno mu dodao nafte. Kako je pa? Kaj ti ide, teško je.
Thank you for this. It's running. Thank you very much. Ah, thank you.
Samo polako dupi.
Cheers.
Alpičko baterku.
Voda.
Voda, la. Hoje tu não pomamo,
Pojście wolę.
Managed to get the van running again. We had a little celebration on Raki and ran it for about 5-10 minutes, and as we expected it ended up cutting out again because the fuel filter was full of water, more water. So it looks like we're going to have to do the hard job, get the whole fuel tank off and emptied, and then refill it with fuel, sort the fuel filter out again, get all the air out of the system, and fingers crossed we'll have it done. I feel so bad that these guys have just stopped everything they're doing today to help us, but bloody fuel stations here, so dodgy.
Katastrofa.
Lots of water.
Ама ќе го трпе од дола.
Start the van.
Техника. Тоа е рекламно.
Van's normally bumpy to drive, but this is something else. Right, good morning. This is day 3 of being broken down. We're still stuck outside the garage. Luckily we did get a better night's sleep last night. So yesterday they siphoned out the entire fuel tank, which was about 40 litres worth of fuel, got rid of it, took Ben to a good reputable petrol station and got 20 litres of good diesel to put in the van. Did all that, bled the air, got the van running, idling, which was great. But we took it for a run up and down the road, hoping to like clear the rest of the water out. But the van was in limp mode, so it's literally driving like, ugh. I'm sure you'll have seen the video from last night. So we, put it in the computer, and it turns out that the diesel pump is still sensing some kind of issue. So we're going on the fact that it's probably the diesel filter that's full of water. So we've asked the really lovely mechanic if he could help us today. Well, we only asked him for a recommendation of where we could get a filter, and he's actually gone out to get us one, bless him. So we're going to replace the filter, put an additive in the fuel, see if that clears all the water from the system and makes the computer happy again to see if the van will run. Let's hope this is the end of the problems today.
Please. Nothing showing up?
Not yet. It's okay, dobra.
Very good.
Zakleło do...
No, all good.
A jeszcze chwilkę wlecę.
Okay, thank you very much.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Relief. We're back on the road.
Shit, we don't know where we're going.
We don't know where we're going, and we're minus 3 days now in Macedonia, which we're absolutely gutted about. The time obviously means a lot more to us than the 50 quid we just spent to get it fixed. So we're gutted really. We've lost out, but we're gonna see what we can do, see what we can still show you guys, and what we can find for ourselves. So should we make a plan? Long enough now to hopefully safely say that the van is fixed and we're on our way again. We didn't really know where to go now because we've kind of lost 3 days of our plans. So we just hit the main road and we started driving west, and then in the far distance we started seeing these really beautiful snow-topped mountains just in the distance on the horizon. So we thought we're just going to drive towards that and see what we can find. So that's our only plan really at the moment, to go and find the snowy mountains.